Nathaniel Bandy made a video a bit ago explaining the Super Mario 64 speedrun category extensions, and I decided to rip off Nathan for a second time. If you don't know, category extensions are just other random runs that aren't done and aren't as big and stuff. I was originally going to do this with Super Mario World, but I don't want to do that. So I'm doing this with Paper Mario 64. And if you can't tell, yes, I am sick and I sound like crap, so hopefully I don't sound like I want to die. 5 Gold Lil Loins. In Southern Toad Town, there's a little oink machine where you can pay a little bit for a little loink egg, and which breed it is random. And if the cage is full, then one of the oinks will run away, dropping an item depending on what breed it is. The rarest breed is Golden, and in this run you just get fired as fast as possible. The kind of RNG required for a good run is just crazy. The world record is held by Glower, which is a sentence you're gonna hear a couple more times, and he did it in a time of 3 minutes and 45 seconds. All bloops. And this you have to kill Blooper, Electro Blooper, and Super Blooper. The route is really interesting. You get Bombette, Log Skip, Chapter 2, get Parry, carry some Waka Bumps, head back to Toad Town, sell the Waka Bumps, just like an 80%. Then you Blue House Skip into the sewers, kill Blooper, go to Mount Lava, get the Super Hammer, then do the other bloopers. World record is held by Random Sauce with a time of 43 minutes and 49 seconds. 90% no RNG. Since Paper Mario is so RNG heavy in speedruns, there's a run with no RNG at all. This is the only run where you're actually allowed to play an emulator because the other categories, they don't know if you're playing on this ROM or not. I highly recommend watching this run and just normal any percent runs because the route is really interesting and it's just really cool how much glitches and sequence breaks are used. It'd be cool to see a glitchless no RNG run, but the any percent no RNG world record is held by N1 with a time of 1 hour, 34 minutes and 54 seconds, and for comparison, the any percent world record is a time of 1 hour, 39 minutes and 26 seconds by Glower. Any percent no major sequence breaks. Normal any percent runs use Peach Warp to skip Chapter 6 and 7, though you do enter Chapter 6 to grab Lackluster, but then you skip it after that. This run forbids that, and the world record is currently held by Sway and C with a time of 3 hours, 13 minutes and 5 seconds. Beat Chapter 1, it's as it sounds. Currently, world record is by N1 with a time of 31 minutes and 31 seconds. Beat Chapter 2. You beat Chapter 1 and then you beat Chapter 2. The only current run is by Random Sauce with a time of 42 minutes and 40 seconds. BHS times 100. In this run, you do Blue House Skip, one of the hardest glitches in the game, 100 times. I've spent multiple collected hours trying to do it once. I don't understand how Yoshizilla did it 100 times in 10 minutes and 9 seconds. Consecutive LZS jumps. These kind of categories doesn't matter how fast you are as long as you have the most LZSs. Stuff like this is like low percent and other stuff where it's more high score than speedrun. LZS is a frame perfect trick short for loading zone storage where you store the loading zone and delay it. I kind of want to make a video explaining all this as there is a video that does that, but there's no commentary, it's text only. Currently the world record for this category is, I'm gonna butcher it, Rain Juice, and he did 264 consecutive frame perfect jumps. Crash percent, crash the game as fast as possible. World record holder is Glower with a time of 1 minute and 56 seconds. Game over percent, says it sounds, get a game over. World record is held by Glower again with a time of 9 minutes and 6 seconds. Glitchless 100%, you have to get all 50 recipes, all 160 star pieces, all 64 Quizmo questions, all 80 badges, all 16 super blocks, all 7 star spirit cards, all 4 permanent key items, and all hammer and boot upgrades without using any glitches. There's only 3 runs in the category, and the fastest is by Blowpass with a time of 6 hours, 58 minutes, and 12 seconds. Max power percent, you have to get the Ultra Hammer and Ultra Boots, have all partners fully upgraded, have all power increasing badges, and have to finish with 5 HP max, so that you can have the effects of Close Call and Power Rush without requiring Close Call in Phase 1 to return Peril, or Fire in Phase 2 to get into Peril. It's referring to the final boss. World record is by Glower, done in 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 50 seconds. Mailman percent, you have to return all letters with Parry Carry, return the mailbag, return the package to Koopa Koot, have all your partners read all their mail, and read all Mario's mail in his house, and do not do any form of labor unions. What? World record is held by Glower with a time of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 48 seconds. Soap cake percent. This is kinda an inside joke within the community, but you play up until Chapter 4 Peach intermission and make a cake with soap in it. Timing ends when Gourmet Guy spits out the cake. World record is by Glower yet again with a time of 44 minutes and 48 seconds. Stop and Swap. Stop and Swap is a very popular failed experiment with Banjo-Tooie where you take out the Banjo-Kazooie cartridge, put in the Banjo-Tooie cartridge and transfer stuff over. I'm not gonna go into this video, but it's actually really interesting. Though this run you do ACE, short for Arbitrary Code Execution. I butchered that. I'm not going to try explaining this. I watched a video explaining it and I was confused. If you want to do more research then you can, but I'm not explaining it here. World record is by Glower, yet again, with a time of 23 minutes and 26 seconds. Star pieces. There's a couple subcategories of this, but basically you just collect the amount of star pieces required for the category you do. The available categories are 1 star, 16 star, 70 star, oh wait, whoops, this is Mario 64. The available categories are 1 star, 16 star, 70 star, 96 star, 120 star, and 160 star. I guess 16, 70, and 120 are put in there as jokes parodying Mario 64, but funny enough, 96, 120, and 160 have no runs. If you want to go to a quick world record, then there you go, but the runs will be long. 1 star world record is held by Yoshi with a time of 8 minutes and 43 seconds. 16 star world record is held by... Don't expect me to pronounce everything right, I don't know what the German U's mean, with a time of 31 minutes and 31 seconds. And 70 star world record is held by Calamar with a time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 32 seconds. Paper Mario 64 is a very underrated speed game. It's really great, except the RNG, which is why I think that the no RNG runs should be a lot more pop than they are, but it does make sense why they're not, because it just kind of takes away from the wow factor, you know? I kind of want to make more Paper Mario videos, but the main reason is because the game just runs terribly on emulator, and it's just really annoying getting good footage, but hopefully sometime I'll have a solution to that. Maybe I'll actually get a graphics card one day. I hope. But for the meantime, that's the end of the video. So, as I mentioned earlier, I want to make an LCS explanation video, but that's going to take a while to make, and I already have some other video ideas to do in the meantime. So yeah, goodbye.